What's goody, fam? It's your favorite Cuzzos D.
And your boy DJ G.
And you are vibing with
This Drinks on Me podcast, baby.
Pull up, niggas. All right.
Pull it up, pull it up.
Pull up. Let's go.
Hey, man, yo, before we kick it off tonight, man, I wanted to send some shots out, man. First shot I wanted to send out to is my niece, whose birthday coming shortly. You know
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I wish her happy birthday.
You know what I'm saying? Paid on that 24.
On it. She doing big things, baby. You know what I'm saying? So proud.
Okay, yeah, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? Beanie, that's my other little homie. You know what I'm saying? That's what my second wife, you know, her father, True. You know, I gotta give it up to True, but you know, that's my man, 100 grand. But you know, that's wifey number 2. She said her vows with me first.
I know that's
and
right.
Alicia, we said our vows together in unison. So Beanie coming up on the 24th. You feel me? They got the same birthday. Big shout out to my girl Lisa. That's one of my other wives. She just had her child yesterday on the 18th. I was trying to get it on the 24th too, but you know, niggas don't want to act right, so it's okay.
Yes. I also wanted to send a shout out to my boy Big Steve. Yo, man, thanks for the love, bruh. He's been supporting us, man, following us, you know, subscribing to everything that we doing, man, leaving great input, comments, man. Yo, thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
Man, we got to get Steve on the show just for subscribing, nigga.
Hey, man, what you saying? And he subscribed on our Podbean too, bro. So, okay. You know, hey, much love to him. The whole Dream Beats fam, yo.
Yeah. All day.
Yo, all day, every day. We love y'all, man. Our wives, moms, dads, yo, you know what we do. Sending out much love.
Might as well, 3rd episode, shouting out everybody who been supporting.
Oh, yeah, man. Look,
you know, niggas shouting out the whole family, nigga. You know, we just want to,
hey, look. You got to make it do what it do. It's been a short period of time, but thank y'all for the love.
I'm going to put the award music in this bitch. They say wrap it up. You know, when they give you, and you know what? I ain't wrapping shit up. We got a couple more niggas I want to thank.
All right. When this motherfucker get off the stage,
wrap it up, B. Wrap it up,
man.
B. All right. So this episode, right, since... Well, when y'all hear this, it won't be Father's Day, but this weekend is Father's Day. We figured we'd talk about fathers, right?
That's
all
right. That's right. Them dads.
Trying to get my father. No, all right. So I'm gonna run in right quick. I'm gonna flip the script. You know, most of the time it'd be Daryl talking, but I'm gonna do this because I got the perfect nigga on the other end. Because I was thinking about fathers, right? And you know, niggas become fathers, men become fathers at different stages in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's rare that you have a nigga who became a father at every stage in life.
Thank you, D. I appreciate it. And the award goes too.
I just want to give niggas the rundown first, and then I'll let you, you know, divulge it to, you know, just express how those feelings came. But I just want to give niggas the rundown of how this goes. So, all right, so you had a big brother stage when you kind of like the father because you got a little brother and you only got a sibling. You don't got no other family. I don't know whoever listening out there. When you got a big family, it's kind of different. But when it's just you and your brother, sometimes the older brother, he takes on the role of a father figure in a way because that's who you want to be around. So, you know, he has to watch out for you when your father ain't around. So he had that with me, right? But I was a good little nigga. You ain't to worry about that. All right, then
right on.
He came into the stage when he was a teenage dad. Now, it's a lot of niggas out there, you know, when you just don't pull out. And it's like, you know, oh, shit. God damn. You what? You say you what? Oh, my God. Who the fuck do I tell first? You know? So he's been through the stage of the teenage. Oh, I done fucked up the church's money. And I don't know what to do. And then he's been through the stage as, okay, the fresh college student.
Yeah.
You're a little young and naive. You get in college, you're like, yo, okay, I got this dad thing kind of down packed. You know, I had a hell of a village behind me. I'm straight. I'm in college. You know, I'm doing it. Fuck, I ain't pull out again. It's like, all right, so now, you know what I'm saying? He's been through that stage. He's been through the stage where it's like, yo, damn, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? my beautiful niece Disney, we didn't get to meet her till she was like 10, because
Yeah, man.
never mind, I ain't gonna go there. But anyway, he's been through the stage where it's like, damn, okay, well, I had a kid out there I didn't know, but now I'm here, daddy here, nigga. So now we doing what we do. He had that stage. He had the stage where he out of college, kind of in one career, married, doing what he do, and he actually has his first kid, married. Right. Then he's been in the stage like he's in the stage where it's like, yo, I'm in my career. I know my field. I got me a house. I got cars. I'm settled. I'm old. I got gray hair and shit. And fuck, I got a son the same age as my grandbaby.
Yeah, well, so,
that's all. Like that's a lot of phases to go through as father. But I just wanted to take y'all through like the lineage of how most niggas only hit 1 or 2 of these. This nigga has hit the mark at least 5, 6 times. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to give it up for that nigga. The original pullout for what?
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
That's the original pullout for what? Disease who? Risk it all. What? Right here. The original.
Hey, man, look, if you're going to go out, you go all out. That's
if you're going to go out with a bang. I kill myself. I am fucking hilarious.
Oh man,
pay me,
yo,
play with me.
I gotta give it up to my brother for breaking all that down for y'all. That's my life story right there, as far as on the child tip. Okay. Yeah, man. Yo, my really spit out my life, and I thank you for that, D. Appreciate it.
Much obliged.
That's all fact. But yeah, like he said, man, it started off me and him. He was like my first son, and even though it's not that big of an age gap between us, still, it was left with the responsibility because my mom and my dad had to work, so we was basically with each other most of the time. And, man, we had a lot of fun,
Nigga.
Doing what we do.
Nigga tortured me. What the fuck y'all talking about?
Sometimes, but not all the time. I did what brothers
he
do.
He did what most Michael Myers brothers do. Chase you around with knives and shit, peek around the corner.
Like I said, a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, then the stage came in my life with, my daughter being born while I was in high school. And that was quite an experience, D, because I didn't know who the hell I was going to tell first.
Yeah, nigga, I remember.
Actually, I called Auntie Jackie.
I know, you called Auntie Jackie.
I called Auntie Jackie, and I was like, hey.
I need you to break this dance to my people.
Yeah, I need you to let them know. Now, look, I did tell, Pop, like, hey, I'm out here doing my thing. And you know how most fathers be, since we talking about fathers, that was a proud moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my boy. But it wasn't so proud.
Doing your thing.
Yeah, it wasn't so proud when the not pull out moment.
And not pulling out is 2 different things. I'm doing my thing. That means, I'm out here fucking,
Yeah. Yeah, the not pull out moment was not such a proud, situation. So I had to go to my auntie, who better to break the news? She loved breaking news.
I know, nigga. I found out in the kitchen. I was just like, what? Nigga gonna walk up to me with that shit. Yo, man. Man, I think she pregnant, bro. What?
Yeah, I know, right? But okay, the crazy thing was that wasn't the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
It was actually the second time. The first time was even more of an experience because, I don't know, even though I was young, I never was about, like, aborting.
Yeah, nigga, you damn sure was prolific.
Yeah, anything like that. So it was a hard situation that first time to even have to, I guess, agree with that situation. And it was hurtful, man. It took a while to come back from that. But, hey, after that, we made it happen again. And
nigga came again. Took a while to come back, but that nigga came again, bro.
And you know, hey, my beautiful daughter Destiny was born, and yo, we just went from there. Now, also at that time, I had a friend.
A friend. Okay. What a friend we have
Right.
down the street. You know what I'm saying? Indeed.
Friend who was, I mean, truly a friend, wasn't no like no relationship or nothing like that. But you know, we also had a beautiful
Relations.
daughter. Yeah, that
Y'all
I
have
didn't.
relations.
Yeah, we had relations, and it led to, you know, my beautiful daughter Disney, who I did not find out, you know, was mine till 10 years later, and that's a whole nother situation.
Yeah.
Uh, and you know, hey, but she here now, man. Hey, you know, the first time I saw her, you know, just like when I saw my daughter Destiny, hey, she was the most beautiful thing in the world, and they both still are.
Nigga, she was you as a girl. First time I saw Disney, like Destiny always looked Chinese to me for a long time. That's why we call her mean. That was my homie.
Yeah,
See, Destiny grew up. I was 10. So y'all gotta understand, like, and she is a grandparent's baby. Okay, when I say
yeah,
that. So it
pretty
was like
much.
Destiny was raised as like almost like my sister. Like I remember I whooped her and like they about to beat my ass. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like in my mind, like, wait a minute, nigga, this is not my sister. What the fuck? Nigga, she bad. I'm whooping her ass. But that's my age. Boom. So like when I saw her, you know, it was like, yeah, of course his genes are strong. So you see there, but she had a mama eyes and mama had the Chinese eyes. So
Yeah,
she,
yeah,
but
man.
Disney was damn near a spitting image. Like when I first saw her picture, I was like, why the fuck you need the blood? It's like that. It's like when you see a nigga, like my youngest nephew, Rock, is a
Hmm.
fucking spitting image
Yeah.
of Daryl. So it's like,
Well, you know, of me, but I think more so of Dad, man. Like he is a split
yo,
image
that
of
nigga look.
Dad.
But nigga,
You know
you
what
a
I'm saying?
spitting image of Pop. But I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you, if you remember, Granny had that
That picture of
picture.
Pop sitting on that
Yeah,
fucking couch with them all them in this suit.
and I got a picture just like that of, you know, Rock, and man, yo, they look identical in that bitch. You
Yeah,
know
they
what I'm saying?
both look like devious.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you
yeah.
know they
Pretty
went and
much.
fucked up some
Yeah.
shit when they had the other day taking that picture. You know he fucked up some shit. Like he did something he was
Well,
not
you know,
supposed to do
you know,
before and after.
it makes me think of, man, you know, James Brown had a song where he said, "This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl." You know what I'm saying? And I say that because, man, it's so important, you know, for fathers to teach the worth. You know what I'm saying? And I really, man, I feel like it's a duty for us to teach worth to our children, man,
Well, fact.
especially our girls. You know what I'm saying? Not taking away from my guys, and I'm gonna get to that soon because I ain't got on my sons that part of it yet.
Yeah, he got 3 of them
But
niggas. My little nigga.
right, but with the girls, man, you know, it's a lot of things that's going on right now, man. Where that father, if that father was there, man, how it would change so many different things. You know, for
Facts.
like, you know, I'm speaking, you know, me and my wife, you know, she know her dad, but he ain't never been no part of her life. So she don't even know like how to even feel about him. It's just like he was a bad part of my life. I don't even think about
Well, you know,
him.
from studies that I've done and just like life as you get older, I started to realize that when you like, all right, so your first image of a woman or what a woman should be is most
Right,
likely for guys is their mother, right?
right,
So
right,
either
right,
you're
right,
gonna marry a woman that's like your mother or a complete opposite of your mother or have characteristics of your mother.
right,
Because that's
right,
the like you're gonna go through, but most of the time that's your first like ideal of what a woman is. Like for
right,
women, for daughters, their first idea of what a man should be is what their father is or is not to their mother.
right. Exactly.
So if that's absent from the get-go or is
Right.
shitty from the get-go, a lot of the times they go through shitty like
Relationships.
relationships.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Most
Because it's
definitely.
like, and it's not intentional. It's just like
It's what they
subconsciously
know.
it's what you didn't have or what you're
Right,
seeking. You see what I'm
right,
saying? So it's like I didn't see that. Like that's why when I had my daughter, I made a point to change. Like I changed a lot because I wanted to be an example of, I if she gonna watch me every day, then I at least want to be the standard of what I want her to come home with when she gets to that age of dating. You know what I'm saying? I want to do my part as a father. So when
Right.
she gets to that age, at least I gave her and surrounded her, because it ain't just you in the environment, it's a village.
Right. That's right, brother.
I surrounded her with male figures. At least she sees positive male figures, to whereas she'll be able to at least recognize those characteristics because they always
Right.
been a part of the males that's been in her life.
Right.
So it gets
Right.
to that point, which, you know, it's all good. I'm gonna be around forever, baby. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, clack, clack, pop, pop, pow.
Most deaf.
I made a song about it, nigga. You know, like We Are One. I put one in my future son, nigga. I took out my future son, and I made that song when she was 1. She'll be 7, nigga. I ain't playing no games. Don't play with me. All right?
I know that's right.
Don't play. I fight kids. Anybody who don't know, I fight kids. I hem your kid up. So you better be ready. Raise your little ones right. Raise your little ones right. Because I promise you, they run up on mine with that ignorant shit. Clap, pop, pop, pop. Headlock, thumping. Boop, boop. I thump the hell out you.
But you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, man, about, you know, how, you know, the female and what she sees when she's young and how important it is for that father figure if he's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like the type of effect it has on her, whether she knows it or not. You know, because a lot of this stuff can sit back in your subconscious. You don't even know. Most of the time you're not thinking about it. You don't have to be thinking about it to actually be acting out something that, you know, was a part of your life. You know, and it brings me to something, man. I thought about something, you know, where us as husbands, you know, don't put down that father role, you know, when you are the head. Because they both play hand in hand. You know, we like to call out, you know, we take good we love for our women to call us daddy when, you know what I'm saying, we tapping it, you know what I'm saying? But we don't like to still maintain that role. we don't still, you know, maintain that role, man, as a head, you know, because a lot of our women are missing that father figure. We might not be your dad, but we still want to let you know what your worth is. You know what I'm saying? You know, that you should be respected and loved and hell, even provided. You know, the things that the dad should have put there to let them know what they worth, you know, that really starts to fall on us as the head of their life. You know, so you can't go and just put down, you know, oh man, the father, because that's an abandonment too. You know, and I learned that with my wife. Like, that's serious, man. I can't just put that role down. And even though they be like, you know, sometimes you get into a big debate, hey, you ain't my daddy type deal. But I'm not really trying to be your daddy. I'm trying to put what's not there. Fill in the gap.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, we didn't always had our dad.
But
he didn't always been there. You know
what I've learned with that for sure is just with life. We can try to fill the gap, but it ain't really possible. It's like it don't work that way. That's what I've been learning. Like, that's a self thing that most people, like, you can aid in it and you can always be that support system.
Agreed.
But that gap, it comes first from, you have to the person who's going through that first have to acknowledge and even recognize that they're missing a piece. Right. So until that happens, period. Like, and then that's hard to do because that means you actually have to face that part. Like, you know, it's hard to face.
Yeah, that's hard to face
that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you can go through your entire life and blame everybody else.
Oh yeah.
When it stems back to, it can go all the way back to, well, you know what, my father wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It can go like everything that's bad to you, like you've been doing shit and doing shit and doing shit, and you blaming shit, but it can all stem from my father wasn't there, and I never really addressed that. I never healed from that. I never even wanted to talk about that. So, like, that's the step. Like, for what I've learned is first try to get whoever might be going through that to that point, to at least acknowledge that, yo, that has affected you. That part of you is missing. Then from there, help them heal. Like you can aid them on their journey to healing. Once they heal, our job as husbands or whatever, or supporters or friends, is to just be there through that healing. Now, when you're a husband, you really have to understand, like if a woman that you married to, their father wasn't there, nigga, it's like gonna be a lot that you gotta deal with. You feel me? Because the idea of a man is already fucked up. Whether she know it or not, subconsciously, the idea, and that goes for men too. Universally, as human beings, if you're lacking a piece when it comes to that, you're fucked up and don't even know it half the time. So you're taking out a lot.
And even in what you just said, D, like not just even speaking on, you know what I'm saying, the women who fathers have not been, but even the women whose fathers have been.
And was shitty.
I mean, and was shitty and was not, because, you know, like a lot of women whose fathers was there and they were good fathers, man, still they matched that up on their men too. So now it's like
higher standards.
Yeah, it's a high standard on that bitch.
You ain't my dad was 10 times the man your ass will ever be.
Now you got this competition without trying to be a competitor.
Walk the fuck off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it happens, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say that role is so important, man. I can't say it enough, you know, of how important that role is, and especially in our daughters' lives, man.
Man, being there present, because you can be a donor.
Yeah, you could be a donor.
You can be a donor and not be a dad. I know a couple of them niggas. A couple of them, I still got a bullet with their name on it. They don't know who they are, but they baby mamas know who they are, because they're my babies. They're my sisters. But he's like, man, look, at the end of the day, when I can only speak for me personally, when I became a father, like, it was a wrap, nigga. Like, I made it up in my mind right then. It was like, nigga, I got to be around. Especially, it's something about knowing you about to have a girl. Like, I ain't saying nothing about like my boys.
Son.
If I have a son, I'll probably be the same way, but I would probably approach it a different way, because I would have to raise him in the way that I would raise a man.
Right.
But when it comes to like a girl, it's like going from, if you have a son, you kind of teach him how to be a protector, right? You teach him in the warrior way. You teach him in the warrior way. You teach him in a warrior way. You approach it in a warrior way. You know, you come in there and tell your son, do push-ups and shit. You wouldn't tell your daughter to do that. You know, you try to get your son as strong as possible, mentally, spiritually, physically, but more physical on the son, because you need him to be like tough. When it came to but when I found out I was having a daughter, it was like, no, nigga, I got to get stronger mentally, physically, spiritually, so I can divest in her mentally, physically, and spiritually, but more so physical to a point, because she's a girl. It's like I just had to be around. I became an instant wolf, protecting my family. Like, I let go of all kind of crazy. Fuck the club. Fuck drinking so much. Let me get stronger. Let me be around, because ain't nothing gonna stop me. Like I joke with Jaleesa, but I real life made a pact with God. I'm gonna make it home. Like, every time I go home, when it came with I'm gonna make it home, no matter what the fuck going on, nigga. The code, I'm gonna make it home. After that, God, whatever happens, happens. The nigga gonna make it home, and I'm gonna make sure they okay. And I think that's just the mentality that was instilled in me, because our father, he was a humdinger, but
hey, he still was a wolf at the same time.
That nigga was a wolf.
Yeah.
Pop, cause he knew what the fuck we were.
Right, exactly.
All the time.
Yeah,
and we ain't even say shit. That nigga real life can just sense us and pop the fuck up. Yeah, so it's like, I wanted to be that kind of father. I wanted to be so in tune with my child that I can sense their energy when it's off, and I just show the fuck up. Cause that's how I felt with that nigga. Bruh, true story. High school, I'm dumb as fuck. First piece of pussy, whipped like a motherfucker. Right. So her birthday was the day after my birthday, right? So I'm the 5th, November 5th. She was November 6th. She had a party, right? Now, here's the thing. Her boyfriend was the nigga at the door. let nigga, well, ex-boyfriend, but probably that was still a nigga. I was the motherfucking
Right.
I didn't know the game at the time.
Right.
Okay,
You
I was
the
like
other
this.
man.
I was yeah, I was Jody, but I didn't know at the time
Right.
I was Jody. I didn't accept my role as
Yeah.
Jody at the time. Okay.
Toast to that.
Yeah. Like I didn't know. I accepted that in college, but in high school, I didn't know I was Jody at the time. And Pop drove me to the party.
Yeah.
He like, nigga, you sure you want to go in there? Cause Pop knew Pop just some reason, no matter where the fuck he go, two things for sure. He gonna learn everywhere like a map, and he gonna know
Oh, most
all the
definitely.
hood
Inside out.
niggas that he
Inside
needs
out.
to know.
Yeah.
He gonna know all the OGs.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
like literally, I was in there for like 2 hours. My nigga was in the car, ready.
Yeah.
He had
oh,
it with
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had that cloud. He had it with him. The nigga sat outside while I'm in there drunk as fuck, partying, woo and shit.
Yeah.
This nigga in the car waiting to rock. And I had no idea. Most niggas drop their son off, leave, like, all right, he's straight. This nigga stayed outside ready to rock.
No, that's Pop for you, man. That's how he do it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, as I get older and I get crazier and I realize how crazy you get for your kids, I was like, oh, man, that's a real nigga right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. That's OG. You know what I'm saying? And, man, me and Pop, man, we went through a lot of different phases. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all the same
we
nigga.
so much alike, man. You know that, hey.
y'all got the same name.
We took it down through there. Yeah.
Y'all the same nigga.
Like, man, we took our relationship and then brought that bitch right back up into heaven. Like, it's been an experience, man. But that's my best friend, man. That's my guy. I know if that nigga always be. You know what I'm saying? As long as he got breath in his body, man. And I had similar, I had plenty of situations like your situation.
Nigga.
That nigga was always.
always there.
Always there.
That's crazy. Like with your ass, I don't know who works. Like he got a low jack on you and mama. I don't give a fuck. Where is that? Wherever the fuck y'all at. That nigga show up. I'm talking about commando style. You just look behind your back, nigga, what you doing? What the fuck? Why'd you pull up?
So now I look at my sons, going to the other phase that my brother was talking about, y'all. I had two sons in my first marriage.
Just did that Teddy Riley shit, by the way.
You can buy that. So, I got my sons, man, and, I learned something, man, with them where we make, like my brother was saying, yeah, we do teach them to be warriors, but sometimes I feel like we teaching them more to be superheroes and not on game. So, like, we teach them, fly in, save her, drop her ass off, keep going.
Boy, your ass something else.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on.
Nigga, man.
No. I mean, for a lot of guys with their sons, man, we do, even if it's not intentionally, we do. A lot of us represent that, oh, man, look, don't get in no relationship. You're going to get your heart broke. We don't teach them the long game. We damn sure don't bring up being a husband to them. But this is shit we teach our daughters. Like, we teach our daughters to nurture. We get them baby dolls and all this stuff when they young. They walking around, they living out that whole, fantasy of, man, being a mother. And this, even though as dads, we like, fuck that, you ain't going to be none of that shit. Ain't
nobody touching nothing.
Right, I know.
Here,
but still, we are encouraging it with everything that they play with. But with our sons, it's different. And we don't really give them the long game. So I had to flip that, man, and start teaching my sons the long game. Hey, look, if you're going to get involved like that, man, then, you need to know about the long game. You need to know, if you choosing something serious, you choose to fall in love or whatever it may be, like my brother was saying, pussy whipped or whatever.
Hey, that came, look, that was sporadic. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. I had enough example. Let me be clear. Between all my cousins and the nigga that's speaking, Oh, I had all the examples of what not to do. But it came time to do. Okay, them niggas when you talk about game, them niggas gave me the book. Fuck the play. I had the playbook. Okay, like I knew every turn. I just got pussy whipped. Okay, like God damn it, I'm not ashamed to say it. Shit, it fucked my whole world up. Okay, like, I used to look, nigga. I was that nigga, the one who got that first hit and went berserk. Okay, nigga, I skipped a whole damn year of school.
Oh yeah.
Okay, my senior year in school, nigga, it was null and void. Okay, I went to school. Just her ass dropped me off in school. I gave that nigga the deuces. It went straight over there, nigga.
But see what you just said, man. That's that same superhero mentality. You know that look. Even if we did train you and gave you the book on that still was the book of superheroes.
But man, that's life though. Like
I mean, it is life, but it's not the long game. True enough.
This is what I feel what you're saying, but in reality, with every nigga I know anyway, just from my opinion, for every nigga I know, you could teach somebody the long game, but once they get in that situation, long game out the door. And that's what a lot of people, I ain't met a nigga yet who really just followed the long game to the T when it came to that. Not one. Because if that's not, here's the crazy part. Just like you said though, I ain't met a nigga who followed the long game. Right. But I've met several women who've been with one nigga.
Yeah. Oh man, what you talking about, bro? Look, number one,
my mama.
Right, mom. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Shouts out, mom. You know, but
way to hold down that number one spot.
She look. If we learned the long game, she the one that taught us.
She the only motherfucker I know on earth who can look me in my eye and say, "Nigga, look, I've walked that walk."
Right.
You know, like, that's her motherfucking like WWF championship belt status.
Right there, exactly.
I walked that walk, son. Like shit.
She deserved that trophy, bro. Whatever, nigga. What she say? Give her flowers while she here. God damn it.
Fuck flowers. Give her the flowers. Shot, but it's like, man. We had all right. Let me also put this out there. I guess it also depends on just your environment and your village. People don't understand. Like right now, I have my parents with me in my house because my daughter is on the spectrum, and I ain't trust niggas because my daughter was nonverbal, and I couldn't have nobody just watching my daughter and she can't talk to me at the time. Right now, she's talking, but it's like before then, hell no, because I kill everybody. But even before then, there was a village for my bro and all his kids. Yeah. And before then, when we was kids, they had a village. Because I'm going to let you know now, my 7331, I don't give a fuck. Whoever living in there, you might not ever listen to this podcast in your life, but I'm letting you know now. So it's on record. When I get the money,
we getting that building.
Y'all getting the fuck out of 7331.
We getting that building back.
Y'all getting the hell up out of there. But if we 7331, 72nd and Cornell, that's the duplexes. That's the address of the duplexes where we stayed in Chicago. One was my granny's and one was my grandfather on my mama. So we had my grandfather on my mama's side and my granny on my daddy's side. It was duplexes where we would go back and forth growing up. And that was like the staple. Like we had fire-ass uncles. Like, I don't give a nigga, we got the best uncles I know, nigga. We got Shaft.
Shout out to all of them, man.
You know, Shaft, who was the motherfucking Uncle Carl. We got Uncle Terry, who was the Squirrel. No, fuck, I ain't calling him Squirrel. I ain't on that level. He's crazy as hell. That nigga, you ever watch The Blacklist? My uncle is the nigga. And nigga, that's his favorite show. That nigga put me on The Blacklist. I was looking. I
love The Blacklist, man. I love it.
Yeah, I just got into it. That shit fire, nigga. I'm
on man, super fire, bro. Man. Shouts out to that. Shouts out to
that nigga
Blacklist.
Is the nigga off Blacklist. The nigga who got all the contacts. That's my Uncle Terry. Shaft is my Uncle Carl. And my Uncle Ronnie is any crazy big ass nigga that you ever met in your life.
That's right. That's right.
He met slide on concrete.
Look, we got too cool Uncle Roddy. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga Uncle Roddy is fucking
too smooth. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Uncle Mike up in this piece.
Uncle Mike is the OG
Yeah,
Actually,
man.
Uncle Mike, the triple OG.
Yeah.
That don't many people know he was a triple OG.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Because he good at making
he
everybody
the
else
hidden
seem
OG,
like they
yeah.
was the bad ones.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, your dad was a motherfucker back in the
Yeah,
day.
right.
But he was a
He
motherfucker back in the day.
motherfucker too,
Like,
yeah.
nigga, I'm learning about you, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like it's crazy, but it's that village. Like we had a solid village, nigga. We had
Yeah,
uncles
man.
and aunties on both sides of the family that always made sure, even though I didn't like, he fucked up a lot. I didn't have the opportunity to fuck up because he didn't let me. Like, all right, culture in Chicago is kind of different from culture everywhere else, right? So most of the time, the older sibling take it for the younger sibling, so you ain't got to. So my brother took a lot for me. And if you know, then you know what I'm talking about. He took a lot in them streets for me, so I didn't have to make that leap. You know what I'm saying? Because he already made it. So I was good where the fuck I went. Because him and my older cousins had already took that for us, right?
Yeah, man.
So he ain't had to, I ain't had to worry about that. So, and most of the time, because of my pop and like on the Gordwins and the Sperlings was kind of known what we were because that's where we grew up at. So it was like they were OGs there. So they wouldn't even let you. And see, that's what I mean by village. Like it take a village because even the block back in the day, it wasn't just one or two people. Your whole block looked out for you. You know what I'm saying? So if they saw you doing some dumb shit and they're not accustomed to you doing that dumb shit, they be like, man, if you don't get your motherfucking ass back to that goddamn porch before I beat your ass. Everybody was allowed to beat your ass, by the way. It wasn't none of this don't beat your child shit. No. Everybody was allowed to whip that ass. If you was family, you was family. And you got tagged when you got tagged.
And you know what? That's the other thing, man. Like you said, I mean, look, we could be doing all the wrong shit. But I'm speaking on my brother right now, y'all, man, the potential I saw in him, I just couldn't let it go no other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather be the one out here where he's seeing, you know what I'm saying, from me, the shit that you can go through so he could be all that he needed to be. And, you know, right now, man, I'm too proud, you know, because it's just like any father figure would be, man, you know, especially black dads that's really there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, that's something to be proud of, man. You know, Didi is the first out of us, man, to even get his degree. You know, so I mean, man, look, I can't help but be thankful that God looked at us and our situations and was like, hey, we gonna make the betterment out of this. You know, and it wasn't never nothing like the way Joseph's brothers was with him. Like, hey, we gonna toss your ass in a pit.
No, nigga, David brothers hated his ass. Nigga, why you here, nigga?
Right.
Don't you got some sheep to go look at, nigga?
Yeah.
Why are you even out here, bro? Like,
man.
Go tend to the flock. Why are you here, nigga? This is my house. Nobody even invite you over here. What pop want to know what we doing anyway?
Right.
Why you here, nigga? Don't play with me, nigga. I'm out here in the field, nigga. Then David come in that bitch like, man, who y'all niggas scared of? Goliath, nigga. You don't know who Goliath is, nigga? The big nigga over there? That nigga? Y'all scared of that nigga. Hey, yo, Goliath. I got some sheep I gotta go tend to, but I heard you been talking some mad shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't know you like that, but you fucking with the wrong one, nigga. What's up?
I know, right?
Everybody like, oh, this little nigga crazy dude. Like, look, you can have my armor. If you really just about that life like that, David, you can have my armor, bro. Hey man, make that nigga see what you talking about. Let him know. Fire out his ass, and he became the best king. Fire out, nigga. All right, I'm going back to my sheep. I took care of that Goliath problem. You tell Pop y'all was good, man. I'm out.
Yeah, man. You know, look, a lot of dads don't get their accolades while they're here, man. So this was important for us to have this because there's so many of them that do deserve it. You know, there's so many that are there but they overlooked, man. And most of it is due to the donors that's just donating, you know what I'm saying? And it makes it hard for those that really are, you know. But me and Didi talked about something for those who've been listening to our podcast, you know, not too long ago, and I wanted to bring this up too. That's always been a ploy too in the system. That's
Make it for
systematic.
black fathers shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Or
been
keep them
it's been a
vacant.
thing.
Or make that
Like
spot vacant.
the black father was always stripped from one family. They sold him to some other master. He
Or they
gets on that
buck broke them.
plantation. Right. He make another family. You know what I'm saying? And it's just constant rotation.
Emasculating.
Yeah, yeah. You know, so and I'm not saying that to, you know, not make men accountable for the things that they do now. But I do want our women to understand the root of that evil. You know what I'm saying? Because the root of that evil was that black men were stripped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we didn't have no say. We didn't have none of that. It was either you come or you die. And hell, you still, even if you came, you might still die.
Yeah.
You know? So we got accustomed to just being bred like an animal. Hey, I'm just going to, you know, you strip me from this, I make another family, strip me from that, I make another family. And that just was an ongoing cycle, you know, that really it never got broken all the way.
No, because you know it was black family shit back in the gap, like in the 50s. Like, you can look at Fences.
Yeah.
Like, you know, go to the
Yeah.
movie Fences. It's like back in the 1950s, 60s shit. You have a whole nother family right down the goddamn street.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's true. That is so true, man. Like, you know, hey, I found out even our grandfather, man, had other kids. You know, not granddad on mom's side, but granddad on dad. You know what I'm
Fat?
saying?
What? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
man. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that. You know?
And no, I found out a lot of things that I won't
Yeah.
divulge, but I
Yeah,
didn't know.
right.
But I
Hey,
didn't know that.
hey,
I'm not going there.
we
No,
go
I'm
send that shout out to Charles Amanda.
Amanda, Amanda, Amanda.
Thank you for telling and divulging everything, Charles.
Nah, nigga. No. Fuck that, Charles. Keep some shit. Shit supposed to go to cradle to the grave, baby. Cradle to the grave. All right, you broke code, Charles. You broke code, Charles. Yo, you can't pronounce the R. You broke code, Charles. You broke code, nigga. But there's some shit that I just did not need to know
I
about my
know,
grandma.
right, man? But the stuff you find out, man, and but
Fuck
it
that.
explains a lot of things when you do.
Don't it?
You know,
I didn't want to know that shit though. It explained everything, but I didn't
yeah,
want
it
to know
explains a
it.
lot. Yeah,
Nigga, I could have died happy not knowing
right.
that shit at all, nigga. I could have found out in heaven with
Yeah,
them
man.
telling me. So you know, yeah, I know now, nigga.
And I got to say, man, you know, and Carrie mentioned this when we was at our grandfather's funeral. God rest his soul.
God bless the dead.
Yes. You know, we didn't come up. No matter what kind of man you were, you still took care of your kids and your family. Like
Facts.
I didn't see that in my family. Like the men were still, you call them the worst or the best, but they still held down the fort for their family. They didn't abandon them or leave them or nothing like that. They didn't care how tough it was. And to this day, all of us that's in that next generation is still doing the same thing. And I know that from seeing all of us, that our sons who in that next generation is. So we kind of are breaking away from that root mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we saw. You know,
Bro,
and
like,
Carrie said it best, man. Look, I gotta send shots out to all my uncles, everybody, because man, they represent it. You know, we feel some kind of way if we do break. Like I feel guilty if I break away from that because it's like you said, D, you breaking the code.
that's breaking code, baby. We don't
Yeah,
do that.
you breaking the code. That's not the way our family worked. You
Like,
know?
from what I saw growing up as a child, like the males, the father figures, well, the
Yeah,
fathers within both sides, Sprellins and Gortwins,
yeah,
nigga, they once their kid was like always first.
yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? I say I take it even further. It didn't even have to be their kid. It could have been their nephew. Prime example.
Yes.
My nigga 4-figure Brandon.
Yes, man. What you talking about?
I mean, that's
Come
my
on, man.
brother. Brandon
Yes.
don't have cousins.
Right.
That's one
Brandon
thing.
got brothers. That's
B got
right.
brothers and sisters. Facts.
Yes.
Like,
And I need
like
to. I wish Brandon was on here tonight, but I'm gonna speak on that situation
hold
because
on. Who my clan?
Brandon, our brother, you know, he lost his mom and his dad. His dad wasn't never in his life. His mom died when he was born. So, man, it's just the impact that had on his life. And he still was, an amazing brother. He turned out to even be even more of that man. I commend Brandon, man, for even going to his father's funeral. The nigga never been in his life, but he went to his funeral. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, y'all, and everybody came together, all of our families, to make sure we took care of, our cousin, man. Nobody ever put that down. Nobody put that responsibility down. He had the village that we talking about, and everybody represented, and they always have on both sides of our family. So, man, I commend all of my fam, man. Um, like I said, we got to give them their roses, their flowers while they still here, because they done a hell of a job, y'all. Hell of a job, man. Every uncle, every auntie, hell of a job, y'all. We definitely hold y'all at the most high.
Yo, bro, I'm on the phone with Brandon right now. I told him I'm sending the invite whenever he, get done doing what he doing.
Oh man, my man. It's gonna be good to have him on here. He'll be our first guest on this podcast, y'all, and I'm pretty sure he got a lot to say, man. Yo, big ups to Brand, man. Come on in, man.
He gonna come. He handling some business. He stay.
Yeah, I know he stay out in Phoenix now.
Phoenix right now, so they like 3 hours behind. So right now, is it like 9:44? Well,
Yeah.
it's with you. It's 8:44.
Yeah.
So I told him he'll probably be on for another 20, 30 minutes. So he told me when he gets to the computer, we'll chop it up because we got to make up for that lost time.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, but man, I'm glad you brought him into the fold because
He a prime example of a village.
Yeah, he's the prime example of that. You know what I'm saying? The prime example, man. But our family is the prime example of what you could do, even if you have a limited amount. You know what I'm saying? That you still can make it happen and make it work as long as you come together. This is what me and my brother talk about when we talk about unifying. That is something we learned from an early stage, just from our family. And no matter what, right, wrong, indifferent, it didn't matter, because once we came together for whatever cause it was, that was getting done. It was getting done. It was no such thing as it not being successful. It was going to succeed. It was just too many minds on one thing. Man, look, we was getting surgical, and nobody put out nobody. I loved when we came together. I loved our events. I loved all of that, because even if we didn't see each other collectively like that throughout the year, at that moment, so many minds came together, so much that hey, you couldn't help but get it done, man. On
That's
all
a
fronts.
fact, Jack.
All fronts. So, man, like I said, can't help but commend, our families, man, and like going back to all the dads in our family who represent, because the men in our family represent. I don't care what way it's looked at. We got a lot out here that don't, and look, I'm going to apologize for those that don't, for women who out here right now and they, they struggling, they feel a certain way, they feel abandoned, what I'm saying, from fathers who done left them, from baby mamas who feel, abandoned, from, you know, that male figure that they thought they could trust. Hey, we apologizing that we hating that any of that happened for y'all, man. But I can say honestly, that's not what we know. You know, we ain't gonna ever be that. Never will be. Never will abandon any of our kids. We gonna stand to the end, and that's 100.
Facts.
You know. So when he say he gonna get on in here, man.
Man, I don't know, man. Look, I gave him about 20 minutes, so I guess where that is. That's 12. No, I give him to like 12:10 your time, 1:10 my time. Then if he ain't up here by then he just ain't up here.
Yeah, man. Well,
But
it's
talk
cool.
about fathers. We can go all day with fathers.
Oh yeah, man. I say, man, I look at mine with Oz, you know.
Yeah,
And,
nigga. What the
he-
fuck?
I know, right?
I came out the left sack too, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Don't
You
play
know
with
what?
me, nigga. Don't
Look,
play with me. All right?
Dad,
Don't play
Dad
with
always
me. All
say
right?
that. He was like, look, I had you first before your mama. You was in my
Buddy.
sack first.
Buddy.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Buddy.
man. So, yo, we want to wish our father, man, a very happy Father's Day to come. You know, that guy there is just, he's an awesome dude, man.
I just hit that nigga up. Well, not hit him up, but I told mom, tell him come up here if he can. If he ain't, sleeping.
Yeah, man, you know, a little chime in for him, man. I would love to have Pop on here, man. You know.
Well, we gonna see. You know how your daddy is.
You know, it's a lot he need to get out too, though. You know, it's shit that he
Nah,
understands that. Hey,
that's too much to unpack.
I know it is, and in this segment, yeah, I agree. You know,
yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But shit, I'm telling you now, nigga, I'm cutting, nigga, you cut off at fucking 1:10 my time. This shit is a wrap, nigga.
Well,
Rap.
We almost there, man. You know, but hey,
This shit, Master P rap snacks, nigga. It's a rap.
Yo, but yeah, man. You know, I go back to we got to teach our sons the long game even more than teaching them to be warriors.
Man,
You know?
I think we need to
they
teach
don't
them
know
both.
how to, if they don't know how to protect that village, you know, because you got good and you got bad warriors, man. You know, so we need to make sure that, hey, you know the long game, not just flying in, saving them, you know, and then dropping their ass off after, you know, you get the prize.
Jody.
But, you know, eventually even Jody learned the long game, man.
Oh shit, yo, Miyoshi online. I should tell Miyoshi ass to get on.
Oh man.
Me online. I'm gonna leave her be.
Yeah, now who we is B, man. We need B, you know.
I'm working on B. You know, B brushing his hair and shit.
You know what, man? Hey, that could be the next segment we have too. We'll talk about it.
All right, that'll work. Yeah, we're gonna keep that under wraps. Y'all niggas don't get no behind the scenes.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you thought man. This was.
Look, you almost slipped that one out.
Nigga, yeah, I'm about to watch you. You know what I'm saying? I got to watch you. You know what I'm saying? Your ass be going.
Hey, man. Much love, though, to everybody, man, that's been supporting.
I might get this nigga 10 more minutes, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get this nigga 10 more minutes. Now, if you want to hit us up after the fact, I might get back on here and just talk to the nigga.
Well, I mean, man, hey, really, we said what we had to say with this one. You know what I'm saying? And we could bring it into the fold. This could be a to be continue, baby. You know,
man, I ain't about to continue.
Or it can be like you say, new.
We gonna be a fresh start. It's a new beginning. New beginning.
Oh, but I hope that we did help. You know what I'm saying? Some folks out here tonight, man, that you know been feeling a certain way. You know, I heard somebody say something. It was a quote. And the guy said that he was talking to his dad, and he said his dad told him, okay, I want you to go ahead and I want you to blame everybody right now. As a matter of fact, it was Sinbad. Sinbad said he went to his dad, you know, because he was like fucking up in life constantly. And he
Gotcha.
told him, his dad said to him after he was telling him, okay, I want you to go ahead right now and blame everybody that you want to blame for all the shit that you done been through. But once you done for that and you get rid of that and you done blamed everybody for all the shit you done went through, I want you to get up and hold yourself accountable from this point forward. Because now it ain't about what everybody done to you. It's about what you gonna do in your future to come.
I like that.
Shouts out to Sinbad for that. We could blame everybody for what we done. And tonight, I charge all men, blame that shit. Get it on out for everything that's been done. But after you do that and you done blamed everybody else, it's time to turn up, stand up, and walk into that future right.
Oh shit. That's what's up. Nigga, you know what? I'm gonna end it on that. So that's a perfect way to segue to the end. So good old salute from the bird. We can do it like this. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink. And on that note, we is out this bitch. We'll catch you next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what time Mississippi and them is. Or Alabama. What that is, Central or some shit?
Yeah, 6 Central, baby.
6 Central, motherfucker. That's what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, stay dope, and we out.